We are the Dum-Dums Company. We make 12 million Dum-Dums every day.
You know, we make 17 million pieces a day when everything's running. And most of the time, everything's running. That includes Bit of Honey, which is 2 million pieces. Candy canes are right around 1 million. Circus peanuts are about 500,000. But we also make some other types of lollipops. We're the lollipop capital of the world. It's right here in Bryan, Ohio.
Electric reliability is so important to us. If we have just a jolt, if we are out of power for just 1 second, it stops all the equipment. That's why it's great being here in Bryan. These things don't happen very often. They really work with us, making sure that we've got the trees trimmed, that nothing's going to fall on a power line, that we've got the squirrel protection.
We always are striving to keep those trees back and making sure we don't have instantaneous operations on our circuits and things like that. We also have a program where we do squirrel proofing, where we're covering up our taps, tap lines to our cutouts. We're putting cover up on our whole mount transformer bushings to make sure, try to cover up that stuff as best we can.
We're local. We're essentially right down the road. You're not picking up the phone and calling an office, halfway across the country. We're right down the road. We can respond, much quicker.
I think because we're in a community like this, the leaders at BMU are not afraid to reach out to us and say, hey, here's an issue we're having. This could potentially lower your costs if you addressed it at your factory with startup times on equipment and those type of things. And we've had those kind of conversations that have led to savings. It's a small community, so we all know each other, and that I think leads to better chances, for collaboration and working on community events and ideas. And I think our water tower is a great example of that.
It was definitely a collaborative effort between Spangler's leaders, the Bryan Board of Public Affairs, and BMU staff. But the intent was to create a theme or an attraction for the community as a whole.
When we won the Tank of the Year award, we were so happy to have won that, particularly since there was there's water towers all over the country, big cities, big towns, and for a little town with 8,000 people to beat out all those other ones, that was really fun.
So I think Spangler's played a key role in the downtown revitalization plan with Small Nations, and kind of led the way for the other businesses to follow that strategic plan and invest in the downtown.
This idea is generating at Spangler to occupy a site downtown for a store museum, and it just really came together kind of as a real anchor for the downtown.
Yeah, I think we've had 30,000 visitors through there and just in the past year. So, the town's population is only 8,000. So, and we've had people from all 50 states and I think over a dozen different countries that have come. And a little bit like our store downtown, which was taking an old building and having to renovate it, the same thing happened when we opened the Bit of Honey factory.
Yeah, we took an old factory that had been shut down. It was like the opposite of anything you would do in the food industry. And we have completely transformed it into a food grade facility. And it wasn't cheap, but we play the long game here. We think we're going to be here another 100 years.
As one of the largest employers in Bryan, they're also one of our largest users of electric and water. So being a large user helps us invest back in our systems, which the whole community benefits from.
Derek and the team is great to work with. They're reasonable. They don't want to impact our business. They want to help us succeed. I don't think you get that from a really big utility. I think at a really big utility, you don't even know who those people are. You don't even know who to call. And I've got Derek on my cell phone. I know I can call him. So it's a great relationship we have, and it's an important relationship when you have a food factory, because a lot of the things that aren't seen, like air conditioning, water, power, those kind of things, have just as much impact on how you make the candy as all the things that you can see.